Okay, so these beans, they took about a week to dry in a hot, dry area, and they're nice and dry. They're ready to deparch. We have some here. I've already started to deparch. These are some green beans, which I'll try to get close to the camera here. And these are ready to roast, and I'm going to do a little bit of roasting after we're done here. This takes a long time. This isn't a job that you are going to get done really quickly. But this is where I've been putting the beans that are ready to deparch in this jar right here. Kind of give us, then we put them in the counter, and then when we get around to it, we slowly make them into green beans, because this takes a little while. This is probably 30 minutes worth of work right here. But if you're watching a movie or doing something else, it's not that bad. There's a green coffee bean. So each one is like, you just kind of crack them open with your thumb and forefinger, and you get the bean out. It's actually pretty easy. It's pretty easy work, and when you start going, you can actually get pretty quickly at it. Some people also try this method of where they take, a few. I've tried this too. My hand like this, and I kind of rub them around like that. Now I've got one ready to go. Here's another one. And another one. And another one. And I got a couple more there. Put a couple more in my hand. Okay, we got a green coffee bean. Green coffee bean. Coffee bean. Okay, the next one I'm going to make is going to be coffee roasting. Okay, so I have this coffee roaster that we bought on the internet, and you could use popcorn poppers, because some people use those air popcorn poppers to roast coffee, and there's other methods too you can do, but we decided to get a coffee roaster, so a professional one. It's not made for bulk coffee, but it's made for your personal use. It's programmable, which is kind of cool, so you can set temperatures and times. This is kind of nice because we got into this, and so now, if we don't have our own coffee, we buy green coffee beans, and the green ones last longer. This, however, is our own coffee. This cup of coffee, or these green beans, are beans that we picked. We picked these beans. We husked them. Well, we soaked them first, and then we husked them, and then we dried them, and then we deparched them, and now they're green beans. And so this cup of coffee is going to be 100% from Kohala, number one, from our local area, and from our own labor. So this is going to be a very good cup of coffee, no matter what it tastes like, guaranteed. So this is I'm putting about this much in there. So we put this guy in the coffee roaster. Alright, and the way this coffee roaster works, we lock them. Then we have a programmer guy here, and we can put this on the setting that we want it on, and then we press roast temp, and away it goes. And this is going to go for a total of 8.5 minutes. It's going to change temperatures halfway through, and periodically I'll video this so you can see how it's doing. Okay, you can hear a popping sound, When coffee beans roast, they go through 2 pops, or through 2 crackings. This is the first one. We're a little bit over halfway through the roasting process. And you can see the colors changed. The beans, they actually expand a little bit and they crack a little bit. They crack open just a little bit. And okay, they've just entered the phase where they're doing their final little crack, and the coffee roaster is going to go into a cool down phase in a minute, and then they'll be ready to roast. Ready to grind up and drink. Okay, it's finally done. Okay, so pop this, and then this we have some coffee, and this is what we're going to put into our grinder. Okay, so now we pour the coffee into our coffee grinder.
I didn't know you had all that still. Oh, okay. That would be great because I bet it's really expensive. Well, I go to a gardening class, sheet composting, and you put a bunch of stuff down like mulch and stuff, and you cover it with cardboard. And oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, good. Did they have a good trip? Did they go to the Biltmore Estate? Oh, oh, okay. When you said they went to like a luxury resort or something, I thought maybe it was that.
Okay, and this coffee is looking just about ready. We're gonna press down the filter here. Yeah, it's looking good. Okay. And away we go. Well, we have our 100% local coffee, which is a lot of work. As you saw in the previous videos, we had to pick the coffee in the jungle with mosquitoes, and we had to dodge wild pigs that charged us. And then we had to take
There's only one wild pig.
There was a wild pig though, he did charge us.
He was trying to get away, he was terrified.
And he was kind of scared. Well, we got the coffee, and we soaked it, and we took the husk off, and that took a little while. It was a pretty messy job, that job. And then we had to dry those beans, and that took actually not that long, about a week in a hot car. You could probably come up with a better way, but the car for us was the best solution. Put them on a screen, put them in the sun and in the car.
And turn them over every day or so.
Yeah, you gotta kind of stir them around every now and then. And then you saw just now how we deparched them one by one. It's a lot of work doing that. And best to do while you're watching a movie. Or maybe you're listening to a lecture or something, I don't know, in school. And then we have the roaster, which is currently no longer put together, but we saw the roaster. And then we use the French press coffee maker to make a wonderful cup of coffee. So here we go.
And you ground it. You forgot that step.
Oh yeah, I forgot grinding. I have to grind it next. There's a lot of work involved in making a cup of coffee. So here we go. Good coffee.
Worth all 8 hours it took to make it.
That was about 8 hours worth of work. But in with the coffee, we're enjoying local, 100% local breakfast. We have mangoes off of our tree, which I'll take a little video of. Coconut off of our trees. Avocado is actually off of a tree down the road, but it's still very local. So, and I'm going to eat some mango here. Mm-hmm. A little coconut. Mm-hmm. And then wash it out now with some coffee. Aloha. Peace out.